It's Madden NFL 23, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs' speedy running back. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Chiefs and the Jags, and it's all up next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take...
Season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now ETN to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. But to throw again is Lawrence. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. So the penalty decline, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On third down, Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finds the open target, Arnold. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Zay Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And the numbers last week for Tony: 9 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one and try and get to the end zone at least 2 more times. 10 is a key number. Really signifies that you've had a big year.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that we've forgotten to talk about big moments in this game. Plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. And in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Again, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Straight ahead, Etienne. Oh, what a move. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out.
And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them, no matter how many people are put in his direction. It just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
The Chiefs at 5-3 now on the year. They come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. That's complete to Toney. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And it's a fumble. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Well, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. From the 16, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking sideline, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes got a man and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the grab.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal a 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when they're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Robert Woods, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Marcus Mariota leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On first down, Mahomes locates Hardman for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes now to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they were able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you get a quarterback to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41.
Now Lawrence.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Draw play, Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
That was a nicely run slam route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Yeah, the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you. And you use your body to create some space.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory down at the 33. Lawrence will throw. That is incomplete. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
When an offense reads blitz, Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
George Karlaftis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now here comes Kansas City. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Mahomes.
At the 36-yard line.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out come the Jags.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And they'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Now Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
From the 38, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes going to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Right back to him on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline. Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time.